everybody, hope you guys are doing great today. Today this lesson is about something that we all need to do to become better guitar players today. And that one trick is learning the fretboard. I say trick, it's not really a trick. All the tricks, all the fancy shredding, all the fancy stuff that we can play doesn't mean anything if we don't know where we're at on the fretboard. If we're getting lost all the time, whenever we're playing, we're not getting any better and we're just staying in a normal rut. If we start learning this fretboard better, we're going to become better musicians. I promise you. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to take a simple chord progression that's just going to walk up the scale. We're going to do this in the key of E, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this chord progression. We're going to play it kind of all over the place. We're going to play a couple backing tracks with it, and then I'm going to show you how to play this little riff that I came up with all over the neck. And what it's going to do is show you these notes all over the neck, and it will really help you guys become better guitar players, I promise. So let's get started on this and have fun. Here we go. Okay, so like I said, this is the chord progression. So this is over the key of E. So we're going to literally walk up the scale. So the first chord we're going to play is just a normal E chord. It looks like this. And then we're going to walk up the scale. We're going to do a F sharp 7. And then we're going to do a E over G sharp. And then we're going to do a over C sharp. Okay, so what this chord progression is allowing us to do is that it's allowing us to play basically up the scale. So we're starting with E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and what we're doing is we're adding some bass notes on top of that. So that gives us a really cool sound to play this cool lick progression and show you guys different positions all over the neck. So the first one we're going to show you is going to be the E note. So E note is of course open and here, right? It's also right here. So what we're doing is we're going to play it basically just walking up. So E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. So for example, we can play something like this. Something else that's super important is you always want to be targeting the root notes. When you're targeting these root notes, let's say when the E's here, you want to hit this E note because that's the root note of the chord, the one chord or the one note, right? And then when the F sharp 7 passes, you want to hit it right here. That's F sharp. And then when the G sharp passes, you want to hit it right here. And then when the A passes. So what I want you guys to do is find that all over the fretboard. So another place we can play it is open, right? So just like the chords we're playing, so we could do open E, F sharp here on the 2nd fret, G sharp, and then A. So another place we could play it is down here on the 7th fret, right here on the A string. So we got E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. As you can see, as we're doing this, the pattern works exactly the same. What we're doing is we're starting to learn the fretboard by using this little exercise, this little backing track, by playing this series of notes in order together. Typically you wouldn't do this. In some music you would, but this is more of an exercise that will help you guys learn it. So basically what you have to do, you find an E note, and then once you find that E note, that little sequence of notes is going to be there too. So E's here, right? This is on the 5th fret on the B string, F sharp, G sharp, A, and if you notice, there's some triads here. Here's an A triad. Here's back for the E triad. And then here would be F sharp. We just play these two notes normally for that. And then G sharp. Here's another position that you could play it when. You could play it right here, because here's your E. And here's your E. So you can play octaves. When I mean octaves, I'm just playing the roots. I'm skipping the 5th, so I'm just muting it out. So. And then up to the A. Play it like that. And then you could also play it like this. Bending up to the G sharp. And then that part, I'm just doing a half semitone bend up to the A from the G sharp. So. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just walking up this little scale. So this is an E note too. So I went. So here's E, right, to the F sharp, G sharp, to the A. And if you wanted to, you could hit the B. So you might be saying, well, Shane, how do I learn the notes that you're showing me? Well, what I'm showing you is the notes all over the fretboard. And an easy way to start doing that, look at the graph that I've got shown here. It shows you these notes, shows you the E, the F sharp, the G sharp, and the A. So as an exercise, you can do this with any key. You could pick a different key, and you could play the same thing. You would basically, what we're playing is just the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 chords out of E major. So you could do the same thing in any key. So as you're targeting those notes each time when it passes, it makes it sound like you know what you're doing. That's the most important thing when you guys are doing this, is to sound more melodic, to sound better in your playing, is you want to hit the notes as it's passing by. And if you can't do it every time, it's okay, but eventually what will happen is you will start learning that, and your ear will start hearing it. You'll hear the chord changes come. People ask me all the time how I do that when I'm playing live somewhere. And I'm like, I just hear it. It's because it's called ear training, and after a while you guys will get good at that. You'll hear, okay, here comes the E chord. You start hearing it, guys. So that's what I'm talking about. So practice these concepts that I've showed you guys today. Play this little pattern all over the fretboard. I promise it's going to open a lot of things up for you. Once you guys find the E, you know you can play this pattern all over the neck. So if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate it. Check out some other videos I've done here on different lessons. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.